designed it for second grade, and they're going to be working with the standards of recognizing, naming, comparing fractions. They have to be able to recognize the whole. They have to be able to recognize how you would, with fractions, how you would come up with a whole. And the first activity would be the chocolate bar activity, which includes the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Fractions book, and the book covers a lot of different fractions with a milk chocolate bar. And students will be comparing fractions, and they can use these pieces. So they would go through the book and they would compare which fraction's bigger, the 1/12 or the 11/12. And they would just go through the book and compare fractions using their markers, their pieces. And for the second activity is a color circle activity, and they will be given different colored circles, and they will count them, and after they count them, they will line them up according to color, and they will think of fractions that describe how many of each color they have. So there's 10, so they would have to work with their group and come up with a fraction of how many orange circles they have and how many blue circles they have. It has to be a fraction, so they would say like 3/10 of the group is orange. And then for the other activity would be, they would use fraction cube, and they would use the dice, and whatever number they get, so for example, right here, we got 4 and 4, so they would use their numbers and come up with a fraction, and right here we have 4/4, so they would go and show how, what fraction cubes they would use to show 4/4, and they can use the yellow ones, and that would be their way of showing 4/4. And then for another activity, they would be given a sheet of paper, and they would be asked to fold it 3 times in half, and they would come up with 8 areas, and then they are asked to color 1/4 yellow or 1/8 blue, and at the end they will have different fractions with different colors. And for the last activity, they will have circles. They are instructed to just leave one as a whole, and then the next one they are asked to cut in half and label each piece as a half. And then the third one, they're asked to cut into fourths and label these pieces. And then for the last one, they will cut it into eighths and label each piece so that they can recognize those different ways that you can get a whole. And then after they're done with their activities, they will be marking off the activity that they're done with. Like I said, they will be working in groups, and if they're done with any of these activities and they want to be working on, they can work on the fractions worksheet. So that's an activity after they're done with the other activities. And I will be assessing as I walk around and see how they're working and if they're really understanding the concept of fractions.
Thank you.